They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Stanford's offense is on the field for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
Brown will throw it. Finds the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Irvin. Turning on the Jets. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Into the house. Touchdown, Stanford! The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Finds his man. It's Fletcher. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Wide open space. Touchdown, Miami. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback hauled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They've got the screen set up. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Cardinal will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Dropping back. It's back. Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Third down coming up.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Gets open down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Punt is in the air. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's back. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. It's a running room. The 30. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying play action. He caught it. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Big fella moving. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line out front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Appalachian State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll give it to the back.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinal.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's back. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Makes his man miss. He's running free down the middle. He's loose. The 20. He's at the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
They'll further to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
Stanford, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Brown wants to pass. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes a connection. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Back to pass, it's Beck. Pulls it in. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniels. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Bauman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, the running back has it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quick pass on the fly motion. This junior making his presence. Quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. There is being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Boise State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds his man down the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Brown will throw it. Rushes on him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
To the air on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Canes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Moses. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Quarterback in trouble. Just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And that's good enough for a first down.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Got it in the middle. It's Irvin. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They'll send out the kicker here. He slides that just inside the right upright. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking downfield, it's back. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. Oh, out of space. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Works the middle of the field. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. The throw. This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Here's a heat. Starting to feel a little pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under fire. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Pulls and fires complete.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
It's complete on the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricanes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Turning it on! Bust through behind his pad. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. The Canes want to pick up the tempo.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team. But this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Right back to the well. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range.
4-2 Spider.
Looking to pass. It's back. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quickly complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Immediately fires to the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Fakes to grab.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we've got to get the first down, or we've got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the street.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there. And you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah,
And then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Him lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Brown wants to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Trying to beat the D deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He might want another play. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the big fella. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Power football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Brown wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with the receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinal.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. RPO complete to open the drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Pitt pushing the pace.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Nice move there. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his legs, it's Reed. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. It's a seam wide open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the air, it's Holstein. Throwing right. A strike downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Pitt!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And he'll be brought down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle.
He's got it. First down and more. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. Brown will throw it. Got his man on the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The op makes a grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds his man. It's Irvin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a leader.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Pitt right back to the line. He'll pull it on the read. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. On the move, it's Reed. Still on his feet. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
29 Philly, 2-9.
They'll run play action. Buying some time. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Holstein. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
On the double.
It'll be 3rd and long.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Panthers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Still on his feet. Remember, he can return it. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't." And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Unloads it left. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that 1st down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Bringing the heat. Short gain on the play before he slides. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And the ball is loose on the return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Hold it, finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Panthers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, this is why you see tight ends featured in offenses now across college football. They're so pivotal because they're so big, so strong, can break tackles, and then can outrun people and get to the end zone. Big play by the big fella.
Getting set for the point after.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. On the ground, it's Irvin. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Makes the grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The give to the left side. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Brown will throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. Pitt pushing the pace.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared.
Wide open spaces.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Pitt will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Second down coming up. Here we go. Do the show. Right.
That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs, and that's a nice job sneaking.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He wants to throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab on the left side. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
27, Stanford, 16.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Completes it in the middle.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Panthers want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Gets it to him on the screen. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Brown wants to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Back to pass. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, going to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. He'll do it himself. lowers those pads. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. To the air, it's Holstein. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Finds his man in the middle. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. It's complete to the left. It's a running room. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Here we go. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Here we go. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
To the air on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Flips it out on the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.